Hello and welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I'm here with Dr. E.J. Raven with Freedom Chiropractic. How you doing this morning, Doctor?
Fantastic, thanks.
Very good to have you on the show, and it's so nice to talk with you about the health benefits. We were just having a little discussion right before.
Yes.
Today we're going to be talking about fish oil.
Yes.
And that's one of those, you were saying, essential supplements that
essential
people really
fatty
need.
acid,
Yes.
meaning we don't produce it in our own body, we need to get it from our diet. And if nowadays our diets are so altered, the foods we eat aren't the same as they once were, and so that's
Not
where
as natural.
Yeah, and fed different foods, and so if we're not getting it from the food sources, then we go to a supplement, and a good supplement should be something that tastes good, smells good, feels good. It's almost like we crave it. Does that make sense? We were talking avocados.
Yeah. Because Cafe Rio's here and they have
that's
avocados.
Right, and we love.
So I was curious because I love avocados.
I think
and they're good for you.
Yeah, I think all of us kind of crave avocados. That good, clean plant fat is so good for our bodies. And you said, well, fat is how does that fit into me looking good? And really, good fat makes us skinny. Avocados help our body stay lean and trim. Fish oils help our body stay lean and trim. There's actually research behind that. And so good fats are needed in our diet. The fat-free fad is being replaced by no. We need quality good fats. The garbage fats need to be out.
And that's one of those things that I'm glad you brought that up, that people don't really recognize. You do need fat in your diet.
Correct.
You just can't totally cut out everything that has,
Without fat, our body won't function.
You need,
it will
exactly.
die.
And first when you said fish oil smells great, Chelsea, I was like, no, you're lying. Every time I've smelled fish oil, I think, no, that's terrible. And you're going to let me smell this.
That's right. This isn't the cod liver fish oil of yesteryear where grandma would force down you with a spoon.
Gross.
This fish oil nowadays, we understand more. It's processed. It's not exposed. It doesn't smell like fish. It doesn't taste like fish. It's very, very mellow. If you have a fish oil that smells bad and tastes bad, it's the wrong fit. It's gone rancid. Does that make sense?
You don't want to touch that.
This is a product I really like. It's a company I really like. Any well-respected company that you get from Whole Foods or Fair Weather here in town would be a great choice. Something from Costco or GNC or Walmart, probably not as good a choice. And so this is called DHA. It's heavy in the brain food. The research on this says it's really good for memory, learning, and mood. Okay, and this one has a strawberry smell to it. So take a little sniff there.
That really smells like strawberries.
Yeah.
That is so bizarre. I can't believe that.
And my kids, I give
You want to eat it like candy. Don't let your kids smell it like strawberries. They'll want to eat it.
My 1.5-year-old, the little guy will eat as many of these as I'll give him.
Really?
He just pops them in his mouth and he'll chomp them up, and the capsule breaks open and he spits out the capsule. And he loves it.
Wow. So it's that good, if you're even that young of an age.
It is fish oil. It's not, you probably won't replace chocolate with it, you know what I mean? But it tastes good to your body. And I think that's how we know a supplement's the right fit.
Yes.
Is just like good food. It should smell good. It should taste good. It should make us feel good. If we, don't like the way it smells, don't like the way it feels, it's probably not the right fit, whether it's the food or it's the supplement or anything in our life. We should trust our bodies.
And I like how you say that, you really can know how good a food is for you. Obviously, if you eat it, after you eat it, you tend to feel good or bad, depending on how healthy that food is for you. And the perfect example, of course, is with sugar. If you're on a really healthy diet, then all of a sudden you eat sugar, you just feel really nasty. And the same with fish oil. As you start to put that into your diet, you were saying you do feel those benefits. What are those specific benefits?
Excellent. And we begin to crave it. So there's an incredible amount of research on fish oil. One of my favorite websites is omega-research.com. The omega-research.com is a great resource. You can type in any type of condition or symptom, and it'll search these medical journals and thousands of articles on, and it's amazing how much research is out there. And so I'd encourage people to type in and check it out. But there's research showing that fish oils will help brain function, fish oils will help heart function, they'll help to prevent macular degeneration, so eyesight loss. Fish oils will help skin and hair. I love to use it anytime there's some sort of inflammatory process. Pain, inflammation, anything that's going on like that, fish oils is like a natural Advil. It mellows, it calms, it slows down all the inflammatory responses and brings us back to more of a balance, more of a healthy neutral.
Okay.
And so fish oil is something I use on a regular basis because it really does fit my body and it feels good to me.
Good. Now, Dr. Raven, I'm sure some people might be curious, like if they're, gluten-free or a vegetarian. okay, and how does something like this, or maybe a similar supplement that they could take that fits more with their diet?
Okay, so the gluten-free, no problem. Again, a good company will list everything in there. No problem finding gluten-free at all.
Okay.
On the vegetarian, you can get algae-sourced fish oil. It's not fish oil.
Oh, I see.
It's the DHA fat. It's from algae. That's where it's originally produced, is from the little critters and the grasses. And so you can get vegetarian online, or at a big health food store would carry it, and there's no problem with that at all. And I would encourage especially vegetarians to supplement it, because I think that's an easy one to miss. Because they don't have the animal source.
No, that's so true, and it's good to hear that. I'm sure people had that question of, what if they are vegetarian, or they have the little variations in their diet. So there are other options if that's something
Absolutely.
That you do. And one thing that I particularly liked is that it improves your skin and hair. And we know that, for those really dry months of winter that we're just getting out of, that's really hard to deal with. And it's something that is really helpful, I'm sure. So just to wrap it up, anything else that you have to add about the importance of fish oil?
What I tell people is, hey, if you're going to take a quality fish oil, after a few weeks, you should say, I love the way this makes my skin and hair look. That should be the first indicator it's the right fit. It also shouldn't make you have any negative. It should be like, it smells good to me, it feels good to my body. But anytime we see things out of balance in the body, one of the most balancing supplements out there is the fish oil. It helps our cells function better, and that's why so many research articles talk about it helping everything from A to Z. Is at the cellular level, it helps our cells function better. It helps the good stuff to go out, and the bad stuff to go out, and the good stuff to get into the cell, and allows our cells to function just a notch higher. And with that improvement, we improve the overall. And so,
well, that's great. There's just so many benefits
Correct.
involved with fish oil. You really can't go wrong with that. So, like you were saying, make sure you get the correct kind, the right kind of brand, because in that way you can get the best and the most out of investing and starting to.
Correct. And
to
this
take
isn't
fish oil.
something that's the new craze. It's been around forever.
Yes,
We're
and that's a very
understanding it
good
more.
point. It's not
American
new.
Heart Association recommends it for anyone with heart troubles. So even the medical community is coming on board and saying, hey, this stuff's really important. We need to get in and get it into our diets. And I think the cleanest, least expensive, safest way to do it is through a quality fish oil.
Very good. Thank you so much, Dr. E.J. Rayburn with Freedom Chiropractic, and such good information to have, and especially with the changing seasons if you want to kind of get that boost. And there's so many health benefits with that, with fish oil. What was that website again where they can go to?
You can go to omega-research.com. Our website is incredibledru.com, and there's just Google it and find something that looks reasonable. I like mercola.com. All of those are good sources for information. You can kind of see what makes sense to you.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much, Doctor. Always good to have
Good to
you
be here.
on the show. And we're going to be right back after the break talking more with Ben Craner with Cafe Rio. He's going to show us how to make one of their amazingly delicious dishes. Stay tuned for that.